So guys, we've had a good FA Cup third round, but now it's back to my Premier League predictions for week 22 of the Premier League this season. Is it 22? I don't know, I've been losing count recently, guys. Throughout Christmas, so many things have been happening at both ends of the table, so we've got a season around here, a title race on our hands, because City have just beaten Liverpool. Now there's some excitement. It's going to be a very tight title race this season. Even Spurs. Yeah, Spurs are involved as well. It is a three-horse race this season, guys. As for the bottom half of the table, I don't know who will go down, but I definitely think it'll be Huddersfield who's going down because they are currently bottom of the table, 8 points adrift of safety. So, I don't think there's any way back for them if they lose this weekend. Depends who they're facing, really. As for the other teams at the bottom, they desperately need points if they want to survive. So here are my predictions for week 22 of the Premier League this season. So here we go. West Ham v Arsenal. Well, West Ham are playing really well this season, even when they come from 2-0 down to draw with Brighton. However, they still lost to Burnley and Watford. That's 2 defeats in their last 4 games. But seriously, they are still playing really, really well. And I think they will turn up against Arsenal. Arsenal have been a bit dodgy of late since their long unbeaten run ended against Southampton, but I really can't see them losing here. Still, I think it'll be a draw because both teams are very even at the moment. And by draw, I mean I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Brighton v Liverpool. Liverpool have just slipped up against their main rivals, Man City. Now the gap is closing up now. Plus, who hates a one-horse race? I like to see a very good title race because this is now going to be a really, really tight title race. But from now on, Liverpool really can't afford any slip-ups whatsoever. But still, against Brighton, they won't slip up, really. They'll find it tricky, of course, because Brighton have just proven to be a very, very tough team for anyone to compete against. Especially at home. Despite everything Brighton will do to stop Liverpool, I think the win will fall in Liverpool's favour. 2-0 to Liverpool. Burnley v Fulham. A relegation 6-pointer here, guys. A big one, actually. A massive boost for Burnley is that they've won both of the last 2 games, and that's very crucial at this stage. See, both of those wins will do them the world of good, but it's not over yet. They still need to pick up some more points to avoid relegation, guys. And Fulham desperately need points on the board. They really do. They have been putting in good performances of late, but they still cannot find a way to keep a clean sheet. Plus, this is what makes it a very, very big relegation 6-pointer. And very crucial for both teams. But Burnley will come into this game the more confident of the two, so I am backing Burnley to win 2-1. Cardiff v Huddersfield. We have got another relegation 6-pointer on our hands here, guys. For both teams, they need the points, but for Huddersfield, they desperately need the 3 points because they are bottom of the table, 8 points adrift of safety. So things aren't looking good for them at the moment, guys. Cardiff are currently 17th in the league this season, 2 points above the relegation zone, so a win for them here will do them the world of good. But for Huddersfield, they're probably going down if they lose this one, so they desperately need to win it. But if Cardiff win, it'll increase the gap and they'll build a very big cushion between themselves and the drop zone. But since Cardiff play really, really well at home and they're going to be facing a Huddersfield side low on confidence, I think Cardiff will win 1-0. Crystal Palace v Watford. It's a tough one, actually. This is a very tough one. See, Watford have been dropping points of late. They really should have got something out of Chelsea. They struggled against Newcastle and they just completely thrown it away against Bournemouth. Plus, Palace are starting to pick up points and build a cushion between themselves and the drop zone. So, Watford is going to be a really, really tough game, even away from home. See, if Palace win this, I think they're going to be safe. A win for Watford will put them 7th. If results go their way. Now that I think of it, Palace's home form is not very good, so I think Watford will make the 3 points. 2-1. Leicester v Southampton. Despite that setback against Cardiff, which was really surprising, Leicester have just beaten 2 of the big boys, Man City and Chelsea. Now there's a team with a lot of spirit. And if this good form continues, they could finish 7th this season. Since the new manager has stepped in, Southampton's performances have improved massively. Southampton still need to pick up more points because Southampton's performances of late haven't been getting the results they deserve, really. But against an informed Leicester team, I think Southampton will not get anything out of this game. 2-0 Leicester. Chelsea v Newcastle. Newcastle still have that big problem. They need goals. And if they're going to need goals, they need a striker. So they're going to buy one in the January transfer window because it's costing them this season. Chelsea have been finding games difficult of late. They lost to Leicester, they drew to Southampton. They managed to beat Palace and Watford, but they found those games very difficult. So I don't think Chelsea will win the league. I really don't. But they can still finish in the top 4. Still, I think Chelsea are still capable of getting past Newcastle, who will obviously come in with a game plan, but I don't think it'll be enough. 3-1 to Chelsea. Everton v Bournemouth. Oof, tough one. Everton right now are really blowing it. At the start of December, they were 6th. Now they're 11th. What's going on? Well, something has happened, so they have to put it right quickly, otherwise they'll be finishing in the bottom half of the league this season. Still, I sense this game to be important for both teams. See, Everton need to win to climb back up the table, as do Bournemouth. Hence, they have been conceding a lot of goals through the Christmas period, Bournemouth. So that defence needs to improve. In fact, both teams' defences need to improve. Though I can't decide who will get the win, so that's why I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Tottenham v Manchester United. Well, if Tottenham are going to prove they are really worthy of challenging for the title, they cannot afford any slip-ups, like they did against Wolves. Now, that was incredible, actually. Now, Manchester United are a very different team with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in hot seat, which makes this game very difficult for Spurs to win. See, every game where United played, where Solskjaer was in charge, they won. So if Manchester United get the result they need at Spurs, they will catch up with Arsenal, depending on Arsenal's result against West Ham. It's also difficult for United as well, because as of late, Spurs have been blowing teams away, like Everton, Bournemouth and Cardiff, so I think both teams will go for it, but I can't decide who, so I've said 1-1. And for the last one, Manchester City versus Wolves. City have just ignited the title race again, so they've got to make sure they win every game from now and hope that Liverpool slip up. But let's just say Wolves are not going to let City slip past them easily, because they really do turn up against the big boys, Wolves. So Wolves will probably sit deep and go for it against City. However, no matter what shift Wolves will put in, I still think City will win. 3-1. So guys, there you have it for my predictions. We've got a lot of tough games this weekend, but let's see if I get some right. And plus guys, that is actually it for the video, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!